No Sense Waiting, friend, confidant, star of NFL Network, Bridget Condon, joins us on the Adam Gold Show. I thought about you the other day in this regard. We were driving somewhere with my son, who just turned 17 yesterday, and he's been playing all sorts of his music in the car because that's what kids do. And his playlist has changed, Bridget. He is now playing Taylor Swift to me.
Wow.
Yeah. Big time. Big time.
A lot of thoughts here. What an intro. Incredible. Spice up your life. Pumpkin spice season. Love it. Number two, I love your son. Happy birthday to him.
Yeah.
And I hope that what's his favorite T Swift songs? What you getting on rotation?
Blank Spaces, I think, is the first one.
Just Blank Space.
Blank Space. I apologize.
Yep. No, it's okay.
No, Victoria's in there choking. Victoria's in there choking because I don't know the titles to any of the songs.
It's okay.
That's right. I'm like an old man. I appreciate. I'm not a Swiftie.
At least you're appreciative.
Yes.
You know, we're one step in the right direction.
Yeah, that's exactly where I was. All right, so let me ask you this question now before we get to your Chargers.
Chargers.
Well, I mean, you've sort of been covering them for a while. So,
I know.
Is Travis Kelce busy with wedding planning?
Oh,
and so now can't hold on to the football?
You know, I really wonder how this is going to impact their relationship because, when you're in the honeymoon phase of a relationship, the first 2 years, it's like, oh my God, you get home, you're making out. It's like, I love you, can't get enough of you. And then reality sinks in and it's like, okay, life is hard. Are you going to make my life better or worse? Travis Kelce has been in fantasy land for this entire relationship. He starts the season 0-2.
Yeah.
When's the last time the Chiefs started at 0-2?
I can't
Patrick
remember.
Mahomes wasn't there. So, I mean, how's the relationship? I'm a little worried. I need them to start winning because we can't have this relationship fall apart before we get the royal wedding.
That is true.
I don't know what the issue is, but if anybody can get his mind right, it's Taylor Swift. So give him a week. I mean, he went through a lot. And dare I say it's not all his fault. I know that one drop was really bad.
That was bad,
yeah. But I'm not throwing in the towel yet.
You have faith in the kids. That's very good. Bridget Condon, NFL Network, is joining us here on the Adam Gold Show. All right, let's get to what we're seeing from the Chargers, who we lose all of it in the goofiness of Jim Harbaugh.
Yeah.
He was goofy with the 49ers. He was goofy with Stanford. He was goofy with Michigan. He slept over at a recruit's house when he got to Michigan. I mean, he left them in trouble, but regardless, they won a national championship. They'll deal with it. But he is an elite head football coach who's got a plan. It looks like the Chargers are really well on their way to executing that plan.
And you know what's so funny when we think about this plan, and I believe I was on here a couple of months ago talking about how Jim Harbaugh is going to run the football. They're built to run the football. They drafted Joe All in the first round. How about Quentin Johnston?
Yeah.
And the way that Justin Herbertt is throwing the ball down the field. That has shocked me and impressed me, honestly, about this Chargers team. With Najee Harris, the situation that he dealt with this summer, wasn't able to practice. I think that kind of set back not just the run game, but also Omari and Hampton, right? You bring a guy like Najee in there to help the rookie. So maybe that's why we're not seeing so much success with the run game yet. But for Quentin Johnston, who is an incredible guy, I've talked to him I've really gotten to know him the past couple of seasons, and he is very big on mental health and like how that first season when he had all those drops really rocked him. But he has found a way to like stay level-headed, and it's because Jim Harbaugh believes in him and keeps telling him, man, you're a good receiver. You're a good receiver. And it's paying off finally. But it's also like what happened last night. I'm like, of course the Chargers are dealing with a massive injury. I mean, is there something, what's in the water? Like, it feels like no matter how good this team is, they just are always missing a key piece. I mean, Rashawn Slater at the beginning of the season, and then now Khalil Mack, which, God.
That looked bad.
You root for players, and I root for a guy like Khalil Mack because he is the nicest human that you'll ever meet. And The one positive, though, is their defense still looked good without him.
Mm-hmm.
Derwin James? I mean, he looks, as Jim Harbaugh put it, the best safety in the NFL in history. So
that sounds like a Jim Harbaugh thing because he does do that. So, look, Bridget Condon is joining us here on the Adam Gold Show. But I know they haven't been super successful running the football, but he's not going to give up on it. So he has a philosophy. I think his philosophy is sound. And
he's a good football coach. He might be a weirdo, but he's not a weirdo. But you know what I mean.
He is. He's a total weirdo. But he is. Some people have a genius about them, and he definitely does. I want to ask you about we're back to complaining about the brotherly shove.
Why? Me and my husband were actually in a little tip about this on Sunday.
Is your husband, who I know is a Washington fan, is he anti-tush push?
What do you think?
He's anti-tush push.
Of course, he's anti-tush push.
Why is he anti-tush push?
Twice a year. He says you shouldn't be allowed to be behind the quarterback and push him. I'm like, why?
No, I agree with that.
My thing.
But
this is my thing.
Okay.
If every team can do it, meaning they're allowed to do it, why isn't it allowed? I mean, it is allowed, but what's the problem? You could do it too. Right.
No, because it's not banned, I have zero problem with it. But if we want to get it banned, and you can tell Landis, here's the reason to ban it. If I can't pull you, then I shouldn't be allowed to push you.
That's a good argument.
So, I mean, if you can't get the yards under your own power, then we shouldn't do it. Otherwise, we could just pick guys up and carry them and run with them. Which would
Can you imagine that?
You know what? You probably could do that in the National Football League right now. I wait for Nick Sirianni to employ that in the game plan. But that to me is the way. If we're going to ban it, it ain't about player safety because the entire game is inherently unsafe.
Yeah, it's not about that. So I don't know. I think it's fun, but people hate it.
Oh man,
where do you stand on it?
It doesn't bother me one way or the other. I just think that if you but my point is, you can't pull a guy. You shouldn't be able to push a guy. I mean, it should be you know my player versus your player, not my player with guys behind me pushing. Also, the Eagles are kind of illegal in how they do it because the center's over the football as opposed to having the football in front of him, and they were offside a couple of times. But that's all right. But the officials are there.
My thing is, you're talking about it's not like you're talking about the Panthers doing it and making them a great team when they're not. Like you're talking about the Eagles, who would probably get the yard regardless.
They might, although they needed 2 tries to get it against the Chiefs on Sunday. I was hoping to go through however long our conversation is without bringing up the Panthers because they're so bad.
It's just like, what the heck? Like when we were watching Red Zone on Sunday, I'm sorry to say this, but the Panthers got so much airtime, and I was like, okay, I'm done with this game. The last 2 minutes of that game, what was going on? There was a flag every 2 seconds.
Every play.
They were giving them an opportunity to win the game. It's just the Panthers. My problem with the Panthers is they have not been good since they went to the Super Bowl.
Yeah.
Before I even came to Raleigh, I've wanted them to be good for so long because there's so many people that I know around that organization, great people, and it's just, what are we doing?
They're no good. The last time they were good was actually the 2018 season.
Is that when Cam Newton got hurt?
Yep. They were 6-2 going to Thursday night in Pittsburgh, and TJ Watt blew up his shoulder, and that was that. That was the end of it.
Yep.
They have not been even competent. Not even competent since then. And unfortunately, it looks like they're almost getting worse. I realize it's just 2 games in, but it's been a terrible start. So we don't have to talk about it.
When can you fire Dave Canales?
After the season. I think
after the season. You don't think there's a mid-season firing?
No, I think David Tepper is too aware of how people view him, and
you think he's grown?
Yeah, so
as an owner.
No, but I think he doesn't want people to attack him. It's not like they're going to get better. It's other sports. You can fire a coach, and all of a sudden your team plays better.
Yeah.
I just do not see that
They
happening
just don't
in
have
the
personnel.
NFL.
It's not his fault.
They're terrible.
Yeah.
They have, unfortunately, the
Who's
first.
Bryce Young throwing to?
Tetero McMillan is legit. He's going to
That's
be
their first rounder?
Yes, he is great. Xavier Legette, last year's first rounder, is not great.
But he is a great soundbite.
Oh, he's tremendous. He
eats coon, right?
I love his personality. He's just not very good at actually being a wide receiver in the NFL at this point, which is really what they hired him to do.
Okay, I feel bad. You didn't want to talk about the Panthers, and I just derailed your whole show.
There we are, right down that road. One more time. The Tom Brady do you have a problem with Brady in the owner's booth with headsets on?
I just saw that the league just sent out a memo saying there's no policies that prohibit an owner from sitting in the coach's booth or wearing a headset during the game. Brady was sitting in the booth in his capacity as a limited partner. Here's the thing. As a broadcaster, he just did the Commanders game, right?
Yeah.
And then the Raiders play the Commanders next week. Is there a conflict of interest there? I'm just putting all the facts on the table. I'm not going to make an opinion one way or another. You let me know if there's a conflict of interest. And if I'm the Commanders, I'm kind of like, I just let you in my room for the one-on-one meeting with the coaches and stuff talking about. Here's the thing. I don't know what they talk about in those meetings. How much scheme are they giving him? I don't know.
I just think that if Dan Quinn, for instance, the head coach of the Commanders, if he believes that he doesn't want to divulge anything to Tom Brady, he is under zero obligation to do so. That's fine. Yeah. I think.
But here's the other thing. Okay. How busy does this guy need to be? Save some money for the rest of us. You're already a millionaire.
Yes.
You're now a minority. You're on the A team. It's just the rich keep getting richer.
Wait a second.
Greg Olsen was fine.
Greg Olsen was amazing.
Incredible.
Tom is actually very good.
I know he is, but can you pick one thing to put your energy in? I mean, I guess not. That's why he's a superstar, right?
He is. Didn't you have a chance meeting with him last year?
I sure did.
Yeah. See,
yep.
we don't want to push those things aside. We want to make sure that all these things can still happen. For Bridget Condon, who's joining us here on the Adam Gold Show.
Maybe I'll be a minority owner of the Panthers. Just let me get some money first.
We're rooting for you. So let me ask you this: the Eagles, I think a lot of people believe, are the best team right now in the game, or are they better than the Green Bay Packers?
Oh wow. Yes, I will say that they are better than the Green Bay Packers. You want to know why?
Yes.
Because the experience in December and January is a real thing. Health, for sure, late in the season, totally can take a really good team away. But teams that have been there, have won the big games, have done it. I really believe that's why we haven't seen Lamar Jackson and the Ravens have success late in the postseason, because for whatever reason, they haven't got over that hump. And as much as people say that's not in the back of your head, I think it's like the Chiefs. The talent is less than other rosters, but they've done it. They walk in there with a different kind of confidence, and I think Green Bay doesn't have that yet. Remember that game, though, that they almost beat the 49ers? They would have gone to the NFC Championship. I think they would have beat the Lions and gone on to the Super Bowl that year.
I think they're awesome.
Beside the point. I think they're great. But they don't have that yet. I mean, the Eagles just won a Super Bowl. You can't tell me that with all their talent, they don't have a little edge over the Packers. It all matters. And they are all about running it back again and again, and they don't really care what the bill looks like down the road in terms of salary cap hell, because they're going to be in it at some point. But they are trying to win and win and win. As we say goodbye to Bridget Condon, NFL Network, I know you're a pumpkin spice person, which, it is what it is. How does Landis feel about pumpkin spice? And is he familiar with pumpkin spice dude wipes, which I saw yesterday in the store or Sunday in the store? Stop it. No, it's a real thing, and it grossed me out. That grosses me out. He's not a pumpkin spice person. Oh, man, I love Landis. Yeah, I know. That grosses me out because, one, why do you need your butt to smell like pumpkin spice? Who's getting near you that is going to smell your butt? That's disgusting. 2, that would sting.
It would sting?
I mean, anything but toilet paper or regular wet. Like, can you imagine putting spice in your butt? I hope nobody is hearing me in the newsroom right now. They're going to be like, you're doing what? What are you doing on your break?
All right. Best to Ava. Tell Landis he and I are vibing on the anti-pumpkin spice deal. Love you too.
We didn't even get to talk about Bill next time.
Next time. I'll call you soon.
I wonder if he buys pumpkin spice dude wipes.
Oh, I'm sure Jordan's got him by the case.
That's what. Yeah, you know what? She probably does want it to smell like pumpkin spice.
All right.
With that, I'm going to leave.
Thank you, Bridget Condon, NFL Network. I'm going to cry.
I love her.
I'm going to cry. That's so good. All right.
Yeah.
I need a rest.